up, guys? I am Juan Pablo from 100% Finance at 100percentfinance.com. Mr. Cash Flow, Mr. Pretty Credit, the people's mentor, the lifestyle creator. I got what you need to succeed. Thank you guys so much for viewing my channel. I'm Juan Pablo again, a full-time real estate investor and online entrepreneur, and I'm here to share with you some great information. I know what you're thinking already. It's hard getting started in real estate investing. For one, credit. You might be thinking, well, I don't have the credit score right now to actually qualify for a mortgage, let alone business credit, which can help me gain additional financing for my real estate deals, hence down payment money. And you also might be thinking, it's kind of hard to get started in real estate investing because I don't know anybody. So even though I might not have the credit score that's required to qualify for a mortgage, I don't know anyone who does, who will be willing to partner with me. Why? Because I have no experience. I have no proven track record. I have nobody in my immediate circle who will be willing to either A, guarantee a loan, or B, lend me some money as a private lender. And you also might be thinking, it's difficult for me to get started in real estate. It's hard to get started in real estate because I just don't know the know-how. I don't have all the information. And last, and certainly not least, it is hard for me to get started in real estate because I'm scared. These are all valid concerns. I appreciate every single YouTube comment, like or dislike that I receive. And I received several comments about one particular video that I shot about investing in multifamily investing. Whether you should do single family first or multifamily, and my argument was multifamily. And so one person, she replied, she left a comment, and she said, well, it seems pretty difficult because mortgage brokers for multifamily, they want you to have a 720 credit score and a large down payment. And my response was, who told you this? Did you reach out to several mortgage brokers? And I say several, not one, not two, several, to get their feedback to see if you can qualify. And then someone else replied to her comment and said, hey, well, what Juan Pablo is saying is, you should reach out to a partner. So if you're weak in one area, such as being creditworthy for a multifamily investment mortgage, commercial mortgage, then you should have a partner where that's their strength. Your weaknesses is their strength. That's the point of partnerships, right? But he said, well, the difficulty with that is it's hard to really find people who be willing to partner with you or guarantee the mortgage. And this is my response to that. If you're having a difficult time getting started in real estate investing, all I have to tell you is anything that is worth having is not always easy. Yes, it may be difficult. It is not a cakewalk. For one, you are doing something quite different than what you're normally doing. For most of you, you're used to being an employee. You're used to just filling out an application, doing a couple of interviews, having your resume looking all nice and pretty, and hopefully you get a job. But with real estate investing, it is quite different. Why? Because there's no one that really shows you how to do it. Yes, there's gurus out there. Yes, there's ebooks out there. But it's kind of like you have to take bits and pieces from everyone, and based upon your market as well and what's going on in your locale, you have to put the pieces together to formulate a path for you to get started in real estate investing. So yes, it may be difficult, but it doesn't matter. The point that I'm trying to make is, if it's difficult, do it anyway. When you're out of shape, stomach out the ear, skinny, frail, whatever the case may be, it is difficult to get started in working out because your body's not used to this on a consistent basis. However, you must experience some type of pressure in order to develop. In order to build my chest up, I have to put tons of pressure on, not tons literally, but you get what I'm saying. I have to put pressure on it on a consistent basis. even when I don't feel like it, even when I feel sore, even when I feel tired, even when I have no one holding me accountable. I still have to do that on a consistent basis. And that's what you have to do as a real estate investor. You're self-accountable. There's no boss breathing down your neck unless you sign up for a 100% Finance University, because I understand that is an integral part in you developing. Sometimes people just need someone to be their quote-unquote personal trainer or their quote-unquote investor trainer. They need an intensive coach to make sure that they are making them do what they need to be doing. So that's what kind of makes it difficult. And to answer the questions about the specifics about, well, what about the credit? Or hey, well, what about partners? Listen, while I was going through my process to become a real estate investor, I had bad credit and no money as well. Currently, I have 54 rental units. So I'm speaking from experience. And what I did initially was, one, while I knew I needed to qualify for mortgages and my credit was bad, I got my credit fixed. So if your credit is bad, don't just contact people and say, hey, how can I get started in real estate investing with bad credit? Get your credit fixed as well. Having bad credit is not the end all be all. Enroll in our credit repair program. We provide free consultation to those who apply. And while I was getting my credit fixed, I spent my spare time doing as much things as I can to get my brain soaked with all the knowledge I can attain about business credit, about real estate investing, and so forth. And I network with people who are doing the things that I can do, that I wanted to do, so they can encourage me to keep going. Because I knew that road was difficult, but I'm telling you, you can do it too, as long as you take consistent effort. So while I was getting my credit repaired, I was doing a lot of things simultaneously, because I believe the road to success is not a linear process. That you have to take one step, then once that's done, do the next step. No, you do it all at the same time. And what do I mean by that? While I was getting my credit repaired by a professional, so that was hands off for me, just like for you guys, if you sign up with our credit repair program, be hands off for you. You can be, for one, learning the game. Learn as much as you can and network as much as you can. So while I was getting my credit repair, I would talk to a mortgage broker. And I would say, hey, will I qualify? And they might say, well, no, you don't qualify. Or in order to qualify, you have to do A, B, and C. You got to remove this collection. You have to have a 720 credit score, or a 680 credit score, or a 640 credit score. For my first property, a 2-family, I just needed a 620. So it depends on what type of financing you're obtaining. But the point that I'm making is I reached out to many individuals. Like in my ebook, I just don't say reach out to one, I say reach out to about 10. Just to get the information that you need to get qualified for a mortgage. And in regard to networking for private lenders. So I did work on myself, let me say that. I worked on myself to make my credit look pretty. And then I also reached out to private lenders. And I present my case to them in a specific light, to the point where they're like, you know what, I'll lend you money. And who are my private lenders? Friends and family. Well, family, not necessarily family, but mainly friends. People that I network and that we happen to become friends. So I was a networking monster. I did not spend my time hanging out. I did not spend my time watching TV or just kicking the back, shooting the breeze. I spent my time wisely networking with people who actually had the money. So it's not like I reached out to one person or 2 people or 3 people and asked for money and they just immediately said, oh yeah, here you go, Juan Pablo, take all my money, it's all yours. No, I had to reach out to several, and I had to work on my own skills, personal development. I had to work on my negotiating skills, my presentation skills, my sales skills to convince someone who had something that I wanted, which was a loan. I had to present it in a fashion that they can say, you know what? I see you as credible. I see your business plan of how you're going to repay me. I'll give you the money. But you have to reach out. Real estate investing is a numbers game. So I want that to be clear. So you might be saying, well, it's difficult. Yes, it's difficult, but the only difficult thing about real estate investing is that it's a numbers game and it's a people-based game. And sometimes you just have to be persistent. You have to keep going and keep going and keep going, despite the number of rejections you may receive. The last comment I would like to make about this topic is this. If someone is telling you that you can do it, don't immediately say it's difficult, it's not easy, or it's impossible. If someone who's actually done it is trying to share with you the way, what you should be thinking is this. Okay, if this dude, Juan Pablo, is saying that I can actually get started in multifamily investing, that I can actually quit my day job within 4 years of investing, then maybe I should get his ebook. And I'm not just trying to sell you here. I'm trying to think of you in a mindset. I'm trying to tell you that, you know what? Maybe I should do additional research. Because I hate that old adage when people say, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. No! If it's too good to be true, one, do additional research. And two, if it's too good to be true, then maybe God lined it up for you. Right? You never heard of a miracle? You never heard of things just lining up because you've been working your butt off for so long that it's time for you to get what you deserve? If it sounds too good to be true, do additional research and then figure out a way that it can be possible for you. So that's what I say, because I do receive comments like that. And sometimes I really want to go in, with Twitter fingers, but I'm like, you know what? I understand people may have different mindsets. I understand markets may be different. People say this, well, it's difficult to get started because of my market. There are no multifamily in my market. There is no available inventory in my market. Well, the same thing happened with me. I was in New York City. You know how expensive it is to invest in New York City? I bought a 2-family, not in New York City, but in Jersey City. And that was $350,000. I think it was $355K to be exact. But it was a 2-family. So I had to go to a different market. Went to Pittsburgh, PA, closed on a 9-unit apartment building, the last deal I needed to quit my 9-to-5 at 30 years old, and I bought that for $218,000. 2-family for $355, 9-unit for $218. So I had to go out there and reach different markets. Did I live in Pittsburgh? No. So I had to build my own team. Mortgage brokers, real estate agents, wholesalers, contractors, real estate attorneys, and so forth. I had to do that miles away, a 6-hour drive. So I know what it is. The thing is, you gotta have that burning desire and stay committed. And if you guys need that blueprint to follow, you've got to sign up with our program at 100% Finance. So if you find that your road to financial freedom through real estate investing is difficult, then by all means, follow our blueprint and purchase our 100% Finance University so we can show you the way, handhold you, and keep you accountable to make sure that you're actually making progress so that that road will not be too difficult for you. It's just like lifting weights. It's difficult at first to lift that bench press, right? By yourself. But if you had someone to spot you for your first couple times, it's a lot easier for you to lift that same amount of weight. And that's what we're here. We're here to give you that spot. So I'm Juan Pablo. Thank you guys for always viewing my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Ryan C. Shout out to all you guys who leave comments on the videos. I greatly appreciate it. But real estate investing is difficult, but it'd be less difficult if you have the mentor. The mentor is the cheat code to success. And again, if you know you got bad credit and you want to get started in real estate investing, then sign up for our credit repair service. Link is below. As always, to your success, earn passively, live passionately. Peace.